About 10 years before her famous concerts at Carnegie Hall, Judy Garland appeared in a series of shows at the legendary Palace Theatre. With a top ticket price of $6, the 1951 show sold out as soon as it opened, and the original 4-week run was extended from just 4 weeks to 19 weeks. Judy, in her late 20s at the time, had such stamina that initially she was doing 13 shows every week. Stars from Hollywood, Broadway, the West End in London, and around the world came to see her. At opening night, Gloria Swanson, Jack Benny, Irving Berlin, Jimmy Durante, and Sophie Tucker were just a few of the famous people in the audience. The show grossed nearly $800,000, which is tens of millions of dollars in today's money, and curtain calls were rumored to last up to 10 minutes on some nights. And while the theatre had been renovated for Judy, it wasn't until closing night, February 24th, 1952, that a gold plaque was placed in her dressing room, presented by RKO Pictures, which owned the Palace at the time. Saul Schwartz, the company's vice president, said, "Judy, this will always be your room, your theatre." And he wasn't kidding. On September 26, 1956, Judy returned for another series of concerts at the Palace, again originally scheduled for 4 weeks, but continuing this time for around 4 months, eventually closing in January 1957. And Judy came back 10 years later, in 1967, for another 4-week engagement. The Judy Garland Tour of New York is brought to you by End of the Rainbow on Broadway. Be sure to visit our other tour locations.